You want to go in, actually this is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing this combo. You want to go in with this. Wherever you want to spray it. I spray it here, in the middle of my chest. I recently learned we should not spray it on our necks as women because that's the first place to age. Hey everyone, and welcome back. It is your girl Nicole Austin, Miss Austin if you're nasty, and I want to thank everyone for tuning back in. And for those of you who are new here, welcome for the first time. What we do on this channel is speak about perfumes mostly, but then we also have some day in the life of content. We have some just food content, as well as maybe there'll be some talk pieces because in my day-to-day life I do have a social media presence, but I am a life coach, and you know, I talk about people's lives and I help people with their life in many capacities, right? So that's a small portion, most of these fragrances. But if this is something that you're interested in, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend about me. Let's go ahead and build this YouTube channel. So guys, this year, I don't know what it is. I am very much in the Christmas spirit because I don't celebrate like pagan holidays, and I'm not necessarily religious. I believe in God very strongly, but you know, so I don't really delve too much into the holiday, but I've been just feeling like very much a lot of Christmas joy. As you can see some of my decorations here. I'm not putting up a Christmas tree or anything because my son is a teenager now. Also, he's going to be with his dad in New York for Christmas, so he's not even going to be here, so I'm not going to do that whole thing to have to put stuff up to take it down. But I don't know, I've been listening to Christmas carols, although I listen to Christmas carols all year round. Like, don't tell nobody. Right? But I don't know. It's like a jolly mood, and that's amazing. That's great. And I want to keep that up. So, you know, I think the hair also is a part of it because it's red. But I know because my hair was, the last video I think I put up, my hair was processed. This was relaxed. And I did that just so I can achieve a certain type of style. But I don't really like my hair to be relaxed. I prefer like my natural curl. So I went ahead and cut it all off. And so now it's growing back. And I don't like the fade process. So then, you know, you're probably going to see me in some wigs the next couple of videos or next several videos until my hair gets to a length to where I want to, you know, wear it out again. But in any case, today we are speaking about unisex fragrances. These will be my opinion of what I consider to be a fragrance that can be masculine, feminine, or however you're trying to, you know, smell or feel in that particular moment, as well as the last thing we'll speak about is actually a combo that I recently came up with because I like, and I think I've said this before on my channel, I like unisex fragrances, right? I like the warm, the woody, I like the ouds and stuff like that, right? But it was a combo because I wanted to have a little masculine energy and as well as a little feminine energy on top. So definitely stay tuned for that, and we're going to get into all of it. So listen, no more long talking. Let's get into the first fragrance. And that is going to be Herrera's, I don't know what I was thinking. 212 VIP, or is it VIP 212 Rosé? I'm not quite sure, but here is the bottle. Now, y'all, I have had this. I think the newer bottle looks a little bit differently than this one, but I have had this now, I want to say for maybe 5-6 years. I bought it in Trinidad, maybe, like, you know, the duty-free shopping. I don't remember exactly where I got it, but I've had it for a while. As you can see, the juice level is here. I didn't wear it very often because to me, this is a special occasion type of, and when I say special occasion, not necessarily like, oh, you're going to a dance and you have to be super formal and super, you know, dressed up. And it's not like that. It's just, it gives like a certain type of vibe, right? So this has two types of roses in it. It has champagne rose as well as just standard rose. And what I think gives it that vibe is the fact that it has musk and it also has some wood in here. So that's also what, to me, the rose makes it feminine, and then the woodsy, musky, essence makes it, you know, makes it masculine. And I think this is probably, of all the ones I'm going to talk about, I think this one is like the perfect blend of masculine and feminine. Even though I would have to say, if I had to say which way it leans more, I'm going to say, although it's for women, I think it leans more, just when I say maybe like 55% masculine, 45% feminine, right? I love this fragrance. I would wear this if I'm doing something like a more casual, more gender fluid type of look, right? So, and that's not a look I have very often, to be honest with you. Which I wear most of the time is leggings and a hoodie. But if I'm going for that, you know, still want to keep it sexy, still want to keep it cute, but, you know, have a little masculine essence in there, this would definitely be the vibe. So just to kind of give you guys, you know, that whole aura. Like, I love the atomizer. I love this whole, everything about this, the spray, the bottle, the cap is magnetic. And for me to have had it for as long as I've let's try it again. For me to have had this for as long as I have, it hasn't gotten stale. It hasn't gotten old. Like, it still smells like the first day I've gotten it. The potency is still the same, but I do take very, very good care of my fragrances, so that's probably why. But yeah, I don't know what the new formula is like, so let me also throw it out there, because I know that they sometimes keep the name and keep the bottle and keep all of that, but they change the formula up, so I don't know if they've even changed anything. But again, I've had this for some time, but if they haven't changed anything, this is an excellent, awesome unisex type of fragrance. Very much, you know, boss babe, and very much, you know, the big man in town type of vibe. So I absolutely love this. Now, the next one on the list is something I've spoken about on the channel before. I think it might have been on my TikTok, who knows, but it is a fragrance that is actually a very lovely fragrance. It's not a fave of mine though. It's something I only wear when I'm combining it with other fragrances. However, I can definitely see why there is so much popularity behind it. I can definitely see why it is loved by so many, and that is going to be L'Aventure Femme by Haramain, which is supposed to be, not supposed to be, it is a great dupe for Creed Aventus Her, right? It's an excellent dupe for that fragrance. The thing about this is there's also the L'Aventure just period that's supposed to be for men, masculine leaning, right? So that already exists. So it's like, well, why is this unisex? To me, I don't know if it's the wood in here. I don't know if it's the way it's combined with the pineapple and the musk and the berries, because sometimes, even though those are things that maybe you was like, oh, that's more so feminine type of scents and notes, the way that it's combined, especially because I took a fragrance making course recently, I kind of got a better understanding, but the way that it's combined will make the difference, right? Especially, you know, where the notes are placed. Again, I can see the beauty in this fragrance. I can understand why it's loved. It's just not for me because it leans more masculine, in my opinion. It's something that I would expect like my older cousin or my uncle to have on, some of the essence of it. Not completely, not totally, but some of the essence of it does give me more, you know, masculine type of traits. And just to kind of show you guys the bottle, right? But I can absolutely see just how well crafted this fragrance is. For it to be so close to Creed Aventus Her, for it to be so close to it, like Haramain did a phenomenal job at duplicating this, like honestly. But yes, it's very unisex to me. Again, it is a woman's fragrance, but it does to me lean more masculine, although it is set up and designed for women. I think it is beautiful. I love the pineapple that you can smell in here. I typically combine this, and I want to say I've done a video on this, but I typically combine this with Soft, which is another Arabian fragrance. And I get so many compliments when I do that combination piece. And I will tag the video someplace around here if I did make a video, which I really feel like I did make a video speaking about combining Soft or Pink Sugar with this L'Aventure Femme. But yes, this is another fragrance that's definitely unisex. This is a more regal unisex vibe though. This is for when, you know, either you putting on your suit and tie or you putting on your evening gown. Absolutely that. It is very prestigious. It's very much that girl. But you know me, wear your fragrances how you want to, when you want to. If you want to be out here with sweats and a t-shirt and throw this on, baby, throw this on. I've actually worn this to the gym with the Soft combination and gotten a lot of compliments on it. So however you want to do it, but this is definitely more of an elegant type of unisex fragrance. Now, the next one on the list does not need a long introduction, so I'm not going to give a long introduction. It is Baccarat, okay, 540. This to me is such, baby, this is the scent of scents. I don't know if I've said it before, but let me say it again. This fragrance is absolutely amazing. Okay, this was so well crafted. The fact that this can, to me, evenly go. This is definitely a 50-50 fragrance, meaning 50-50 masculine, 50-50 feminine, or whatever the case is. But This is so gorgeous. I can smell this on a man and be like, I can smell this on a woman and be like, like I don't get, oh no, you smell a little bit too manly. Although ladies, wear what you want and fellas, wear what you want. I don't get, oh, you smell a little bit too feminine. I don't get that. When I tell you that MFK crafted this almost like perfectly, like they went to God and said, you know what, God, I need something. Please put something in these chemistry beakers so that I can create it for everyone. And they came up with this. While I'm not going to say this is my favorite fragrance, because it's definitely not my favorite. It's definitely up there, but it's not my favorite. This is probably my most unique. Now, not in the sense that this is the only company that makes something like this, because, you know, there's 1,000,001 dupes out there or fragrances that's trying to match up to Miss Baccarat here or Mr. Baccarat, however you want to wear it. But it is a one of a kind. And I will say this, anytime I mention this in a video, anytime I mention this anywhere, I will always say this is a one of a kind fragrance. Okay. I don't think I have to talk too much about it. Most of us know about it, and I don't have to go into any real true depth about it, but this might be, I am going to buy the candle and the body oil in this, which you don't even have to, because again, there's so many dupes. You don't have to necessarily get the one that's from MFK at all, because, you know, you can find things that are similar, because as long as you have a similar vibe when it comes to oils and lotions, like, you're good. But I have to, because this is such an amazing fragrance, but definitely unisex. And this to me can be worn anywhere. Okay. It is still a regal type of fragrance, in my opinion. It still is a standout type of fragrance, but to me, you can wear this if you just running errands, or if, you know, you're going on a date, or you're going to a ball. Like, it's multifaceted, 100%. And the last little plus, or it's like a bonus, because it's not particularly just a perfume, but it's a whole combo that I recently kind of concocted, because I wanted something that gave me just a bit more masculinity than femininity in my fragrances, right? And so it's going to be, the lotion is Bourbon from Bath and Body Works. Okay. This you're going to find with the masculine or the men's fragrance. Okay. This does have a very strong masculine scent. Okay. So just so you guys know that. So how I do it is I take a shower, of course. When I come out, I put this on my first layer of moisturizer. Okay. That's first. Then after that, I get me my amber white body oil. As long as you have an amber, it's not a body oil, but, you know, a fragrance oil. As long as you have an amber fragrance oil, doesn't matter where you get it from. I think I got this from the beauty supply store, if I'm not mistaken, but just an amber fragrance oil. I put this on all my pulse points. Okay. Behind the ear, all of that. I put this on the pulse points, right? Then I'm going to spray my Mix Bar Vanilla Bourbon Hair and Body Mist. I'm going to spray this all over my body. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit in my hair or wig or whatever I'm wearing that day. And that's going to be like the first initial layer. And then, of course, we're going to go in with the actual parfum, which is the vanilla bourbon. Y'all know I love vanilla bourbon. This is actually my favorite vanilla fragrance. Very boozy vanilla. You want to go in, actually this is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing this combo. You want to go in with this, wherever you want to spray it. I spray it here, in the middle of my chest. I recently learned we should not spray it on our necks as women, because that's the first place to age. I still spray a little bit there because I will moisturize my neck. But, you know, spray whatever you want to spray it with, right? Then I'm going to either go back over it with a layer of the vanilla, I'm sorry, not the vanilla bourbon, but the bourbon body lotion or body cream, or I'm going to go over it with a body oil. It depends on how strong you want that masculine type of lean-in fragrance to be. But today I want to be strong, so I went over it with the cream, but some days I would just use a body oil, okay? Then after I do the second layer of moisturizer, whichever one I choose to do, I'm going to go back in again with the pulse points, the same amber fragrance oil. I am not going to do the spray again. I'm not going to do it. The first time is fine, but you guys do what you want to do. And then I'm going to come back in with the fragrance and put on my clothes. I'm going to put it on my body, wherever, you know, I want to spray. You spray wherever you're comfortable spraying. And this is going to give you, when I tell you the compliments, okay? Like, I don't know. It has great sillage. It has excellent projection. It is amazing, guys. It is absolutely amazing. And I really, really, really love it. I highly recommend this combo, but it is definitely a unisex combo, and it's definitely more masculine leaning. Now, when I wear that, I am looking to have a more masculine essence, right, than a feminine essence. But this vanilla bourbon mixed in with this amber fragrance oil definitely kind of tones it down and brings it back into your femininity. Something I want you guys to understand is that I don't care if you're actually using, as a woman, I don't care if you're actually using a men's cologne, a cologne that is specifically made, that says for men on it. If you are walking in your essence of femininity, baby, it won't matter. You're still going to have your feminine energy because you're going to exude that. You're going to give that off regardless. So people should wear what they want to wear. I don't care who it's made for. I don't care where it's leaning. I don't care what anyone says. You do what makes you happy, period. Because at the end of the day, that's really all that matters, right? So, you know, these are just suggestions for unisex stuff, but you guys do what you want to do. But if you just kind of want to have that middle road, androgynous kind of vibe, these are just all things that I would kind of put on, would definitely put on and wear to give myself that energy. But other than that, guys, we are all done here. Definitely leave in the comments and tell me what you think. If you would wear any of these things, if you have worn any of them, if you feel like they're unisex or not so much, or fragrances that you know of that's unisex, hey, I'm always willing to learn. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe and be blessed.